pregnant woman's partner began, swearing at her for asking the expectant mom to get out of her seat. A woman revealed on Reddit that she found herself in a heated exchange with the partner of a pregnant train passenger. A train passenger found herself struggling to calm down after a heated confrontation with a pregnant woman and her partner. On February 17th, she penned a lengthy post on Reddit's popular "Am I the A?" forum, writing under the username Quizzical Nonsense. She explained that despite having booked a seat in advance for her long train journey, a pregnant woman had chosen to sit there and simply put her head down. When asked to move, at this point her partner sitting opposite her starts speaking at me in what I perceive to be an aggressive tone, the Redditor said. He suggests I find another seat, which there are none because it's busy, and I say, but I booked that seat and there are no other available seats in the carriage. He then raises his voice and says, well, someone else is in our seats, and that his missus is pregnant, she continued. I say I understand, and that I have a heart defect, which I do, and said everyone has their own medical issues and reasons standing for long periods of time might be difficult. The passenger said she asked the pregnant woman's partner not to speak to her in an aggressive tone and threatened to make a complaint. However, he continued to berate her and began swearing until the pregnant woman he was with finally got up. The pair were offered a seat by another man on board the train, which amused the pregnant woman's enraged partner, so he began to point in the Redditor's face. Eventually, when the ticket inspector comes around, they are asked to move to their assigned seats, and she asks if I'm okay as another passenger had made a complaint on my behalf, the Redditor said. Even so, is I the A? Should I have just left them alone as she was pregnant? And did I in any way escalate the situation? Thousands of people replied to the post, with the majority of commenters reassuring the train passenger that she was right to confront the couple about sitting in her booked seat. NTA, not the A. I'm pregnant, one person wrote. You know what I'd do if I needed to travel and would require a seat? Book one myself. Also, in the event that we couldn't book one, there's no way my husband would sit there. He'd do the decent thing and forego sitting for his pregnant wife, the commenter continued. They were acting like entitled AHs. You were totally correct, another person agreed, saying, you did absolutely nothing wrong. You had a reserved seat, and you were polite and assertive in asking for it back. Their aggressive behavior was completely unacceptable. You have every right to stand up for yourself and your rights. Several other commenters argued the couple should have been kicked off the train for stealing her seat and said they would have reported it to the inspector when the situation began to escalate. I think it's a good lesson that I learned long ago, a commenter said. I don't argue with strangers. I ask nicely, and if I'm resisted, I report them to the person who can make it right. The fact that they chose to argue with you in the first place is a clue that they are entitled, ill-mannered, and unreasonable, the commenter added. Don't waste your time. Ask once and then rat them out.